Hello. So this video is for women leaders who work within male-dominated industries, and my name is Jacqueline Twillie. So today we're gonna mix things up, and I usually do a leadership tip of the day. Today we're gonna have a tad bit of an extended conversation, and we're gonna call this our coffee chat. So I hopped into the coffee shop right across from me, picked up a latte because I love lattes, and today for our very first coffee chat I figured we should talk about the latte negotiation format from my best-selling book, Don't Leave Money on the Table. So if you're ready for this chat, if you're watching this video after it's live, go ahead and comment below and let me know how you're doing today. If you're drinking coffee in the morning, or tea or water, whatever it is, let me know what you drink. So I want to dive into latte, and latte starts on page 31 of the book, Don't Leave Money on the Table. So let me tell you the backstory of how I created latte, because that's what a lot of people have questions about. They want to know, how did you create this negotiation framework? What's a coffee chat if I'm not gonna drink my coffee? Oh, it's so good, y'all, so good. I have the Starbucks Reserve Flat White, and I absolutely love drinking that drink. I'm at my office today. As you can see, I'm socially distanced. No one is around, and I'm outside. So if you hear the interstate, or if you hear some cars honking or whatever, that's what it is. Matter of fact, let me turn it around and show you the view from my office, because I love this view. All right, can y'all see this? So this is what I look at outside of my office. Absolutely love this. Those trees that you see, that is a park in the middle of downtown Dallas. So you get a good view of my office there. All right, now let me turn this back around and let's get back to coffee chat. So as I mentioned to you, I'm going to give you the backstory on how I created the latte negotiation framework, which is in my best-selling book, Don't Leave Money on the Table. So I've been teaching negotiation strategies for about 7 years now, and my focus has always been helping women to negotiate, because my life's mission is to eliminate the gender wage gap, and I do that in 2 ways. One, I teach women to negotiate because I don't want them to leave money on the table, hence the name of the book. And the other thing is, I know that when I look at the gender wage gap as a bigger picture, one of the factors that prevents women from earning equal amounts as men is that women are not in equal amounts of leadership roles. So that's why my company, Zero Gap, that is why we focus on helping women to advance in their leadership unapologetically and with clarity and confidence. So how I got to this latte format. So I've been teaching this format, and over the years I have perfected the approach. I've tweaked this and I've tweaked that, and I've helped women to negotiate over $2.5 million in salary and benefits over the years. And so I was thinking, how do I amplify this? How do I get more women to be able to negotiate great deals? Not just good deals, great deals. And we've seen tremendous success, y'all. I've had women who work with me who have doubled their salaries. I had women who increased their salaries by 60%. I've had women who earn an additional $10,000 a year, and some as small as just $1,500 a year. But all of that adds up. Now, if you made an extra $1,500 a year, it would probably make a big dent in your monthly budget. But if you doubled your salary, whoa, life changer, game changer, right? So that's where I started thinking about, how do I amplify what I'm doing with women one-on-one? And so, to be honest with you, I sat back and I was praying, like, what acronym can I use? And I started praying about using an acronym in like the summer a few years back, and within 5 months I had latte, because I was sitting down sipping my morning coffee, and boom, it just came to me like that. So that's how latte came to be. It's this framework that I have been using over and over. I was looking for a way to amplify the impact that I was having. So let me tell you LATTE for those of you who don't know. Again, it's page 32 is where it starts inside of my best-selling book, Don't Leave Money on the Table. So L stands for look at the details. Now, if you're watching, go ahead, press pause, grab a notebook, because I want you to have this framework so that you can use it the next time you head into a negotiation. So L, look at the details. And then A, anticipate challenges. And the reason why I start with looking at the details and move into anticipating challenges is this. 80% of your negotiation is done in the prep. Most people think they can wing it and then they'll get some type of success. And guess what? Most of the time, that is not of great benefit to you. So you can't just wing it. You need to have a strategy and you need to think through all of your elements. That's why you want to uncover as many details as you can. Use online resources, but don't stop there. In the book, I tell you how to leverage your network so that you can negotiate. All right, and then beyond that, when you anticipate the challenges, think about this. Have you ever been in a situation where you said, man, I should have said this in the moment, or I should have told them that? If you can relate to that, you need this book, because what we do when we anticipate the challenges is we think through all of those scenarios, and not just that, we think about response. This is how you begin to create a negotiation strategy. You're playing chess at this point. So now you're not just responding, you're thinking through all of your elements. So let me give you step number 3 of LATTE. Step number 3 is the first T, and it's think about your walkaway point. Now this is the point where I see most people make a mistake. They don't think about their walkaway point. They want it so bad, in fact, that they are not willing to walk away. And if you're not willing to walk away and stand and say, you know what, no, I know I'm worth this, or no, this is what I want and I don't have to justify this, then you put yourself at a disadvantage, because anybody can give you anything and you're going to accept it. You have to set some boundaries and say, this is my walkaway point. All right? So I'm giving you the first step in LATTE, look at the details. Step number 2, anticipate challenges. Step number 3, think about your walkaway point. So step number 4 in LATTE is talk it through. All right? When you talk it through, I want you to practice saying it out loud. Because if you've never said $150,000 in terms of a salary before, you think you sound confident, but in reality, you sound like, $150,000? And listen, if you don't sound confident, nobody is going to give you what you're worth. You've got to go in there, you got to say it like you mean it, and that's why you have to practice role playing. So when you look at the details, when you think about your anticipate your challenges, think about your walk away point, those are like an outline. Again, this is the negotiation framework where we're creating a strategy so that you can increase how much you earn. So, are y'all following me? Are you with me? Comment below and let me know if this is making sense for you. Now, the 5th and final step in the LATTE negotiation framework is evaluate your options. Once you've had the conversation, and let me remind you that negotiation is just a conversation, it is not a battle. Once you had this conversation, then you decide. And this is where you have the most power. Remember in step number 3, I told you to think about your walk-away point. You have control. You can decide if you're going to accept the deal or you're going to walk away from it. Like, yes, straight up walk away if it's not what you want. Now, you don't want to do this with a clapback attitude. You want to do it with finesse because you're a professional, and that opportunity can come back to you once people recognize that you're standing in your worth and you want what you want and you mean it, okay? So, evaluate the options. And you want to use this LATTE framework every single time that you negotiate. And the reason why is because you want to ensure the smoothest possible conversation. Now think about this. When a pilot flies, let's say the pilot has 15 years of experience, they've already flown 3 times that day. When they get ready to take off the next time, they're still going to go through a pre-flight checklist. And the reason why is because they want to ensure the smoothest flight possible. So when you go through your LATTE negotiation framework, that is your smoothest flight possible, that smoothest conversation possible, because you've gone through every single element. All right. So if y'all have questions, just comment below. I will link up to additional resources, my YouTube channel, my free podcast, and I definitely want y'all to go to Amazon, get the book. Actually, I do have a sale. If you want a signed copy of the book, you can get this book and the negotiation workbook. That sale is on my website, so I'll post a link so that y'all can check that out. So thanks for joining me for today's coffee chat. Cheers to a great week. This amazing latte I'm about to... So good, y'all. So good. So I can't wait to talk to y'all again. Let me know if this video was helpful. If it was, share it with somebody that you know who is negotiating or who needs to negotiate so they can earn what they're worth. My name is Jacqueline Twillie. I am president at ZeroGap.co. Until next time, continue to emulate excellence and eliminate excuses.